Hello students, a warm welcome to all of you to your own channel. I am back with another new video. In this video, we are going to study transitive and intransitive verbs. Let us first see what are transitive verbs. A transitive verb used with a direct object transmits action to an object and may also have an indirect object which indicates to or for whom the action is done. So as the definition suggests, transitive verb can either have a direct object or an indirect object. Now when can a transitive verb have a direct object? It means when the action is transmitted to the object, that is the direct object, or when the sentence suggests for whom or to whom the action is done, that is the indirect object. So in short, we can say transitive verbs always have objects with them. In other words, a transitive verb is a verb that transmits action to an object. But it is not compulsory that every verb can take a direct object. The direct object completes the meaning of the verb, but not every verb needs completion. If we see this example, I built last year. Is it complete, students? No, something is missing. What did I build? It is not mentioned. To complete the idea, we should add an object to that, a direct object. What did I build? I built a house last year. So a house becomes the direct object in this sentence. How to identify the direct object in a sentence? When it answers to the question what? That is a direct object. And now this idea is complete. What did I build? I built a house last year. Verbs that take direct objects are called transitive verbs. The meaning of a transitive verb is incomplete without a direct object. If I say she is drinking a glass of water, what is she drinking? A glass of water. Therefore, a glass of water becomes the direct object and is drinking becomes the transitive verb. A transitive verb can also have an indirect object that precedes or comes before the direct object. Now, in one sentence, we can have both one direct object and one indirect object, which can come either before or after the direct object. Now, what does the indirect object tell us? It tells to or for whom the action is done, although the words to and for are not used. Now, as we saw previously that the direct object shows and gives the answer to the question what. The indirect object shows for whom that action is done, although the words to and for may not be used in the sentences. Let us see these two examples. He sent Robert the letter. Now, what did he send Robert? The letter. So, the letter becomes the direct object. And whom was the letter sent to? It was sent to Robert. So, the Robert becomes the indirect object. That is the person to whom the letter was sent. She gave her class the lecture. What did she give her class? The direct object is the lecture and it receives the action of giving. The indirect object is class. Whom did she give the lecture to? It is the class to whom the lecture was given. So in both these sentences, we see sent and gave are the transitive verbs having both the direct and the indirect object. Let us now try an opposite example. I ran yesterday. This is complete sentence, no children? The sentence is completely fine, just like that. The idea is complete and the verb doesn't require a direct object. I ran yesterday. This is complete in meaning and we don't need an object for the completion of the meaning. So these type of verbs are called intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb do not take an object. She sleeps too much. He complains frequently. In both these sentences, we don't find any objects, but still the meaning is complete. And so, sleeps and complains are intransitive verbs. Verbs that don't take direct objects are called intransitive verbs. The meaning of an intransitive verb is complete by its own. If I say she is standing, the sentence is perfectly fine. This is complete. So is standing is the transitive verb. Why intransitive? Because it is not taking any object, and without taking the object also, it is complete in its meaning. The word transitive comes from the Latin to go across, and intransitive means which is not transitive. Now let us see few examples of transitive verbs. In all these 6 sentences, you can see the transitive verbs are marked with green and the direct objects are mentioned in red. Can you bring an umbrella? What could you bring? An umbrella. So it is answering to the question what. Therefore, an umbrella is direct object. Bring is transitive. See the second example. They bought a yacht. Yacht is the direct object because what did they buy? And bought is the transitive verb. I read all his books. He teaches driving. You promised to take us home. She plays the drums. In all these sentences, the words mentioned in green are the transitive verb because it has the direct object linked with that. Now these are the examples of intransitive verbs. They are marked in green. Let's go. The kids are jumping. Sam is sleeping. We will talk tomorrow. He sits here. Her stomach aches sometimes after lunch. All these 6 sentences, the words mentioned in green are the intransitive verbs. Why intransitive? Because though they are not having objects with them, they are complete in themselves. Many English verbs can be used both as transitive and intransitive verbs. Now when I say this, what do I mean by that? It means that we can use the same verbs with a direct object or without the object depending on the sentence. It will be clear to you students if you go through these 2 examples. We won. We won what if it is not mentioned also? It is perfectly all right. This sentence is complete. So in the first case, we see that the verb won is used in an intransitive way. That is intransitive verb. Second case, we won the game. What did we win? We won the game. In the second case, it is having the direct object and therefore won in the second case is transitive. Some more examples of verbs which can be used in both transitive and intransitive ways are mentioned below. Nicole opened the door. What did Nicole open? The door is the object and therefore opened in the first example is transitive. Suddenly, the doors open. The second example is complete in itself. Though the object is not there, it makes a complete sense. Therefore, opened is intransitive in second example. Will you help us? Help is transitive. She never helps around the house. The fourth example, helps is intransitive. Jimmy runs a successful company. What does Jimmy run? A successful company is the direct object and runs becomes the transitive verb. The last sentence, Jimmy runs very fast, is intransitive. Let us now see what are linking verbs. A linking verb is a verb that connects the subject with an adjective or a noun that identifies or describes it. She seems very pleased. So here we find she is the subject, pleased is adjective. That is describing about the noun, the subject she, about the pronoun she. And seems is joining. Seems is the verb that is connecting the subject she with the adjective pleased. And thus seems is the linking verb. Few examples of linking verbs are the be forms of the verb become, turn. Example sentence, I am a singer. Am is the verb which connects the subject I with the noun singer. The noun singer tells the identity of the subject I. He is Jack. He is the present form of the verb be. Is connects the subject he with the noun Jack. The noun Jack tells the identity of the subject he. She became angry. Became connects the subject she with the adjective angry. The adjective angry describes the subject she. Amy turned red. Turned connects the subject Amy with the adjective red. The adjective red describes the subject Amy. Some more examples. The linking verbs are mentioned in bold. I am Beth. So am is the linking verb which connects the subject I with the noun Beth. You are a teacher. He is a good cook. He became a successful businessman. Lisa seems more tired than usual. You don't look so surprised. Dinner smells wonderful. Many linking verbs can also be used as action verbs. You look terrible. In this case, we find look is the linking verb because it is connecting the subject you with adjective terrible. Look at me. Here, look is used as the action verb. These cookies taste strange. Taste is used as the linking verb here. He will not taste the cake. It is used as the action verb. I hope this video will be useful for you students. Keep on watching my channel for new latest and videos on the new topics. I will be back with a new topic again tomorrow. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share the same. For your feedback and comment, you are most welcome to write in the comment section. The description of each and every videos will be given in the description box. The links are available there. Kindly have a look on that. It will be beneficial for you. There are videos on literature and language as well. Take care children. God bless you. Goodbye. Have a good day.